Hello and welcome back to our Google Sheets series. This is our second video about Google Sheets, and today we're going to be talking about how do you identify and look at relationships between variables, and more specifically, how do you use trend lines to do that. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I'll wait for myself to pop up. There I am. Okay, so last time in the first video, we talked about how do you graph and how do you make a chart. Okay, so we made this chart last time, and remember we were looking at a ball as it falls. So here's the time it has been falling, and here's how far it has fallen. Okay, so we have these two variables in this data set that we're looking at, and we're going to want to look at the relationship. So let's add a trend line. To do that, you're going to want to click the three dots up here in the top corner. Go to Edit Chart, and this will pull up the chart editor over here. So this is the chart editor. And then what you're going to want to do to add a trend line is you're going to want to go to Customize, come down here to Series, and you only have one series because you're only graphing one data set. And then you're going to come down here to Trend Line. Click that little checkbox. And then here are a bunch of different options. So let's go ahead and just look at this one first. Let me see if I can move this over here. And once again, it's three dots, Edit Chart, Customize, Series, Trend Line. And let's go ahead and do Label, and then we'll set Use Equation. And you'll see over here, this is the equation for our graph. And then we'll also go ahead and show the R squared value. Okay, so here we have what we have so far. Let's look at this. So it looks like this is an okay representation, but it looks like we could do better. Okay, because look at this, it's above, and there's this long section where it's below, and then it curves up, and then it's above again. So that looks like kind of a pattern. So let's go ahead and let's just look at some of these other ones. Let's look at exponential. That doesn't really look like that fits either. Polynomial. Whoa, hello. That fits perfectly. That's really interesting. Let's keep going. Logarithmic. No. Power series. Not quite. And then moving average. No, that's not anything. So it looks like polynomial is going to be it. And if you notice, we have an R squared value of 1, meaning it's a perfect fit. So that's awesome. So I guess that means that this must be a quadratic, since it's a power 2 equation. Must be a quadratic relationship between the distance it falls and the time it has been falling. And if we know enough about physics, we should recognize this equation. The distance is the initial velocity times the time, plus 1/2 times the acceleration times the time squared. And sure enough, this is a quadratic relationship. You have distance and you have time squared. And in the next video, we're going to be looking at how do we do what's called linearizing this data. So how do we take this data and tweak it ever so slightly so that then we can look at a straight line. And straight lines are just much easier to analyze. So we're going to be doing that next time. So make sure that you come back to the linearizing data video, and we will see you later. Peace.